Hey guys, how's it going? It's the real Randy Chavez, coming at you with a Tesla update video. So today, after the firm Jeffries had taken Tesla and they put their price target at 2,500, it had rallied, going up 100 something dollars, closing at 2153. That is a record closing high. I think it went up to like 2160 something at some point. Came back down to like 2130, and then 2153 is what it closed at. After hours, it was up for a little bit. I think it's up like a couple dollars now. It's really negligible. But part of the reason why that big upgrade is because yet another company outside of Wedbush or Webush and Jeffries had come out and raised the price target of Tesla. Not only we have Kathy Wood saying, "Hey, yeah, 7,000 was our base target," and it still kind of is, but there's like really no world anymore in which they could see that there's a bear case scenario. There's no black swan. The black swan incident happened. That was COVID. COVID destroyed most other car companies, and they were posting billions of dollars of losses, while Tesla posted profits. Fucking profits. So it is. I should have been in. I've been over leveraging myself to get in. If I didn't have this huge Pokemon deal that was going on, I would have put a lot more into this. Unfortunately, I had to put another 49 grand into this Pokemon deal. But I am buying literally as much as possible. I put in, I think $60,000 or over into Tesla already. And this is not financial advice. This is not me telling you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just what I am doing. I'll put that in the description as well. Again, a lot of the research that you can do here, like I'm not a smart guy. I'm smart. Like, again, I have one semester of like community college under my belt, but I am very, very good at looking at how money's made, where it's made, or the potential for companies. Like after I got out of the military, I was saying like, okay, let me use the skills that I picked up as a veterinary assistant over the past 9 years before I joined the military, and let me go and be an X-ray technician. That set of skills should transfer very easily because my patients wouldn't be trying to bite me most of the time, and I would, could help other veterans and stuff. And in that time, where I was like, okay, after like 5 or so years, make 90,000 a year, whatever. But after that first semester of doing that, I get a job at a private bank for the summer, and I realized there's so much money to be made. So I quit that. I put here. So again, like you could have plans and you could have outlooks on something, but if a new piece of information comes along, you're allowed to change your mind. Like I was very bullish on Illumina. I put Illumina as one of my top three stocks, Tesla, Square, and Illumina. And I still am very bullish on the stock. I happened to sell mine because they, had a little bit of a sideways move after the earnings came out. They weren't focusing on getting costs down like they should have. So I had to, okay, it went down from 400 to 350 a share. Let me sell it. I'll buy more Tesla, which is what I should have done as soon as it reached 400. But anyway, that's what I did. And again, I'm still bullish on the stock, but I could recognize that, okay, it's not, their theses didn't change because they were always about getting costs down, and it seemed like they were kind of moving away from that. So I changed, and I got into, again, I quit my schooling because I found out that you could make so much money with high risk lending. And as long as, again, I'm looking over the bank statements and the financials, the profit and loss and the balance sheet, seeing where things are going with their average daily balance, what their receivables are, what their income, what their margins are. And really just picking stocks is just doing that on a larger scale. Obviously, there's some other stuff to be said there about, okay, a lot of these companies that I work with, they're really just, sometimes they're one-man companies. Sometimes they have a crew of like, 5, 10 people, whatever. They're not these, billion-dollar companies, but if I see someone with good financials and, I see that on their statements and I talk to them on the phone and like, yeah, do this, take a day off once in a while, and I will be less likely to give them money, even if their credit is okay and even if their financials are good, if they're not a hard worker. But somebody that has taken out credit cards to be able to buy materials because they're waiting to get paid on another job, sacrificing their own personal credit, their credit utilization goes up, so the credit goes down, but they are hustling, they're hard workers and doing a lot of the work themselves. I will give that person money before I give someone with better credit and better financials that doesn't work as hard. That take their, they had $5,000-$10,000 profits, whatever, and they spent half of it in Vegas. This is a real story about a guy I had giving tennis lessons. Went out to Vegas and spent most of his money. Needed a loan to. I was like, no, I can't do it. People that have their back against the wall and are constantly moving, that's the people I invest in. Have I got burned? Yeah, a couple times. But the fact that I, had first year, again, not so much. Second year, well over 100,000. And within 2 years, I had $100,000 in accounts receivables. And the plan was for me to continue doing that, and I would have been a millionaire before 2030. Again, like well over that. And I took that and I stopped. I said, wait a minute. Tesla, with all of their financials in order, all of the room to run that they have, all of the disruption that they're doing in the internal combustion engine or ICE engine vehicle market, with batteries, with solar, with insurance, with autonomous driving, there is no scenario. If I'm Doctor Strange and I'm looking at 14,607,800,007 futures, there is no future in which I see Tesla not being number one for the next 10 years in this market. Now, even if, and again, I've said this before, even if, God forbid, something happens to Elon, World War III, whatever, like, the people that work for the company are just not going to let the company die. Like when, Steve Jobs, passed away, rest his soul, with Apple. Apple still continued to make products. They might have lost, that spark, that initial, leader. Some say it was kind of an asshole, but, again, that company could not have been made what it was without him. That happened because of him, but the company is a true $1 trillion company right now, and that happened after, he had passed away. Again, Elon's still young. He's like 50, and again, he's not, he's not 25, he's not 30, he's not young, but he's young enough to be able to do this for the next 10 years and be absolutely fine. I'm 100% sure that he's doing it. The hard part is behind him. The hard part is something that is just not even a worry in my mind anymore. The hard part's done. Now it's just expanding. The good times are ahead. Again, that's what I'm doing. Every single cent that I have that is not going towards my other two businesses is going towards Tesla. And again, that's just what I'm doing. We have a couple more days before the split, before S&P inclusion in September, the announcement, and then battery day and all that. So anyway, guys, I got to run. I got people calling me and texting. Being a business owner is very lonely. Just only do it if what you want to do is more important than anything else. That's it. All right, I love you guys. Bye.